We wanted to put an emphasis on the team that's there to help you, because again, that's one of the big SherWeb differentiator when we think about the big hardware distributors. We have a big team and that can help you, and that's there available, that's free. You don't have to pay for professional services. Of course, we do have professional services, but most of what we offer, we want to make sure that it's part of our offering to help our partners grow. So the first point of contact you're going to have is an account manager, a dedicated account manager to your account. So it's the same person that you're going to work with, that's going to help you to onboard, jump on calls with you, with your customers, make sure that you have the right training, whether it's on our solutions or on the control panel, to make sure you understand everything in there, and coaching, of course, coaching for business, coaching for cloud, coaching for how to compensate your sales team, how to transition your business if you're still selling a lot of on-premise solutions to the cloud era.
Yeah, a couple points on that. So I can't understate the value of that dedicated account manager. I've spoken to thousands, literally. I mean, I've been with SherWeb for a while, of partners who have told me that above the margins and all the great services they get, the number one value they see is their dedicated account manager, who's really there to be your trusted advisor, as Simon said, to make sure that he can accompany you in your transition to the cloud or to an MSP model. And that is your ambassador within the business as well. So you not only will he jump on calls with you and put your hat on to try to close deal with your sellers, but he'll make sure they're trained, that you have the content, the document, and that you have someone at SherWeb to speak to who is available to really be there when you need him and to help you grow your business.
So he's at the center of your communications and interactions with SherWeb. And one resources that he has is our pre-sales solution experts. So of course, this person, the account manager, is not an expert in all the cloud solutions that we have, but we do put available a team of pre-sales solution experts that are there to are also free and are also there to jump on calls with the account manager. White label, again, we don't say SherWeb, to either scope customers, make sure we plan the project right, and have everything in place to make sure you don't fall short to your customers' expectations.
Now, as I said earlier, you haven't sold CRM online through Dynamics or Azure. It can be a quite daunting process. But you have an opportunity. You don't want to let it go, right? You don't want your competitor to jump on it and potentially steal whatever other business you have with that customer. So now you can leverage SherWeb's expertise as your own to make sure that you can say yes to those opportunities, knowing that you'll have access to certified engineers, technicians, to build the right proposal to meet your customer demand and needs, and then to actually move them to the cloud.
Yeah, that's huge value for resellers. And sales operation coordinator, well, that's a role that we created, I think, less than a year ago, when we've seen all these transition from Microsoft Advisor program to the CSP program. So if you're in that situation, you probably have a lot of customers that are built directly through Microsoft that have subscription there, and you want to move them to CSP. So there's a quite simple process, but still there's some things that you need to be aware of. There's some experiences that we've gained by moving thousands of customers from Advisor to CSPs, and we can help you with that. And that person's specific role is to help you do that. So whether it's communicating with your clients, it's making sure that the subscription are transferred appropriately. There's a lot of things that needs to be considered, and we can help you through that to make sure that's not a burden on your side and you don't waste time doing a simple transfer when you can add value to your customer throughout the process. And finally, again, with the central point of contact of the account manager, we're working hard to release managed marketing practice. So we have Mode here is doing some consultation, mostly ad hoc consultation right now as a beta test. But what our goal here is to release a full managed marketing service for our partners. It's not clear yet how we're gonna price that, if I can say. We don't want to price it again, but it's going to maybe come with commitments. But of course, this is a tremendous value for our partners. We've been asked a lot to help with automated emails, to help with lead generation, to help with just writing blogs on your own website. That's something that Maud is working on right now, and she has a lot of articles ready for you to just republish, repurpose on your own site without spending any time doing it yourself.
Yeah. So that's a scoop, so stay tuned once again.
Yeah.
But the idea is you want a great online presence, you want a website that rocks, you want to drive customer acquisition through different campaigns. This is what it's going to be all about, giving you access to the tools, the content, in order to achieve those objectives. So stay tuned. There'll be more information coming in the next few months.